Hey, Jim, can you hear me? And tell me how the sound is, Jim. Sounds muffled. Okay, I got my headphones in. Is it bad? Can you hear the fans in the background? I got my Apple earbuds in, so I want to see how it sounded. If it's muffled, I'm going to go take them off. Hang on. Start barking, okay? How's that? Yeah, I took them off. I had the earbuds in. Does that sound better? Now you should be hearing the fans. It's still 92 degrees and 62% humidity in the shop. But I need to get these knives done because somebody brought in more stuff. Well, thanks for watching from Serbia. What time is it in Serbia? Well, that's a bummer. So look at this big Dexter knife. The guy wants them in the morning because he's going to barbecue tomorrow. So I said, I'll have them in the morning for you. "1 a.m. in Serbia. Why aren't you asleep?" Well, I appreciate you coming in from Serbia and saying hi. Greetings from Texas. Well, thanks for watching from Australia. Got to be afternoon in Australia. "9 a.m. God, I'm just so confused. And it's Saturday, so it's 9 a.m. on Saturday in Australia. Well, we're going to do a few knives. I thought I'd turn the camera on. It has been a very long day. It is Friday night, a little after 6 p.m., 6:12 p.m. in Texas. Thanks for watching from Germany. Mark, I use the diamond wheels from Curry Custom Cutlery. If you check out Cliff Curry in Hawaii, he's got great videos on how to do serrated knives, Mark. And I use the same ones. I use the diamond wheels. Remus, thanks for watching from Romania. Look at this giant Dexter knife. I need to clean it before. Mark, check out my channel and look for serrated knives. I've got multiple videos also. Santos, thanks for watching from Brazil. Big giant butcher knife. Another person from Ivan from Brazil. What's going on in Brazil tonight? Thanks, Tim. So it's after 6 o'clock in the evening here in Texas, and it is still hot. It is still 92 degrees and 60% humidity in my shop. But it's also cocktail time, so you'll have to excuse me. Tell me where you're watching from. We got a bunch of people from Brazil, Croatia. Mark is in Canada. 92 degrees. Tim, where you at? Or Tim's saying it's 33 degrees here. We're still watching videos, Mark. We're going to go on a Holland America cruise. We've picked the cruise line. Of course, you can't schedule anything this far out. We're going to go the first week of June of 2028. That'll be our 40th wedding anniversary. I've never been to Alaska. I've never been to Canada. So I'm looking forward to it. We will definitely come through Vancouver and stay a couple of days early. Thanks, Tim. Where are you in Canada? I'm not familiar with a Hinderner Spantos that I know of. Arab, I don't do swords. Arab, are you actually in Arabia, Saudi Arabia, or are you somewhere else in the Middle East? Oh my God, I saw that article. I didn't read the article, but I did see the headlines for that. What the hell's the deal with that? The crazy stuff that goes on in the world. I try not to read that stuff. Hey, Barney. Don't you ever sleep, man? Alright, so this is a weird edge angle. This is a rappel. This is a fishing knife. That's just crazy. It's just crazy stuff. Like I said, I saw the article. I didn't read. I try not to read all this stuff because it's just the crazy stuff that's published nowadays just makes me mad. I try to stay in my little corner of the world. Alright, so we need to lower the edge angle on this one. Thanks for watching from Belgium. A little lower. All right, I think we're good. This is a fillet knife for fishing. Very low edge angle. That's good. You're making money, Barney. Actually, let's see what it is. 16 degrees, Mark. Maybe I should have taken it to 15, huh? I'm going to put a good edge on it, so. Well, you wouldn't want to use the Hirito for the clipper blades because they need to be hollow ground. I wanted to get these knives knocked out tonight. I'm going to finish the knives and I'm going to call it quits. I've got a lot of stuff to sharpen tomorrow and I don't want to mess with anything else tonight. It depends on the fillet knife. You know, that's where you take your marker and do a scratch test to find out, as long as it hasn't been sharpened before by somebody else that topped it. And you can tell whether it's been sharpened before. But a good fillet knife, somewhere around anywhere from 18 to 12 degrees per side. I've seen some very low edge angles. I got a Bubba blade coming up here. Got a couple real fishing knives coming up. All right, here's a Bubba blade. Man, this thing is very dull. So this is, and I'm not sure what a Bubba blade should be. So we're going to do the scratch test. Now I've never sharpened this knife before. Somebody else may have, so I'm gonna test and see what the edge angle is. I probably should look up online what it should be. Somebody real quick Google Bubba blade edge angle and tell me what it's supposed to be. Anybody sitting in front of a computer? I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. All right, what did it say? So 12 and a half. So we got different answers here, huh? So I'm wondering if it's that total degrees or what? What is it saying? 20 to 25 per side seems high for a fillet knife. All right, you guys get to choose what I'm going to do. Tell me what I should do. Let's have a vote. Right there that's 16 degrees per side. Jim, is that total? So right now it's 16. 16.8. Stop it, Barney. All right, let's do a scratch test. You see that? Y'all see that? 16 hits it perfect. I think we ought to drop it a little bit. Let's drop it a little bit. How about 14? How about 14 per side? Can we all agree on that? That's 14 right there. All right, let's do a couple of grinds on both sides, and y'all take a look at it and see what you think. All right, so I've marked the blade. You can see where I've taken off of it right there. Stop it, Barney. You're being too difficult in Australia. Look at that. Can y'all see that edge? Look at that. You crack me up, Barney. All right, let's do another one. Let's do another pass on the other side. Let's see if we get a burr. We're still not getting a burr. We may be right. Now we're getting a burr. That's awful low. That's an awful low edge angle. But I think it's right. So 14 degrees aside, we'll get this thing sharp. Looks pretty good. Luke. Hang on, Luke. Tim, you're great. $25 total is probably about right. I think you're right on, Barney. I got to answer Luke's question. Luke Mortar asked, what machine is this? This is an AMK 76 from amkknifemaking.com. amkknifemaking.com. Check out their website. Barney's right. Barney is spot on. The 75 is better, but I didn't say that, Barney. You did. I'm not going to be that guy. Yeah, I get it. That's why I bought these machines. They're so much faster. Luke, check out my YouTube channel and look at my other machines. The AMK 75, Barney's not wrong. It is a better machine. I think it's a better machine. But it's too late. I already bought this one. I have the 75 and I just got this 76, so. I've got 2 Tucklers for sale if you're in the United States. I'm getting rid of those 2. Charles, I don't care for the serrated knives. I like the regular blade. That's just me. I prefer a non-serrated pocket knife. That's just my opinion. The Vivor and the Tuckler are all the same. They're all Chinese made, 1x30. They're probably all made in the same factory, just sold on different websites. I don't care for the serrated knives. But everybody's got their opinion. Who am I to tell someone? All right, we got one more knife, fillet knife to do. Man, that sucker is dull. All right, what are we going to do this one at? Tell me what degree I should do this one. I don't know what brand. There's no brand on this one. What do you guys think? That was too low on that knife. For this machine, it's too low. No way, Barney, that's too low. For this machine, it is. Yeah, I'm thinking 15. Hey, Barney, this machine will not go that low. That 75 will, but the 76 will not. Which is kind of a bummer. That's 15 degrees right there. And we're not even getting a burr. So it wasn't 15 degrees from the factory. Now we got a burr. I don't know, I've never seen a knife that needed 10 degrees. Straight razor, maybe. Yeah, razor blade. I think 15 is right about on this particular blade. This is a very flexible knife. Barney's got a good point right there. That's probably a really good setup. I think he's hit the nail on the head right there. It is so freaking hot. Well, guys, this is the last knife I'm going to do. I'm going to call it quits. Hey, Barney, are you still on? Hey, do me a favor. I want you to go to my website. Go to my website tonight, this morning for you. Send me a message through my website, please. Go to the messenger feature. Oh, I'd love to see that, man. I think that'd be awesome. Send me a message through my website, please. I want to see if you and I can send some messages back and forth. I got a couple questions for you. All right, guys. Hope y'all have a great evening. I'm done. I can't do any more tonight. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Jim, Take care. Y'all have a good one. Take care.